When it comes to creating change, we have to ask ourselves, are we working on something that's an attribute, a competency, or a skill? Those three things are different, and if we don't know which we're trying to work on, we'll be spending a lot of energy and not making much progress. An attribute is a general quality. If we think in terms of sports, an attribute would be speed. It's a quality that applies to all different sorts of sports. Now, a competency is a set of skills, specific actions. A skill is knowledge or effectiveness in a specific action. If we continue with our sports analogy, a particular competency might be running track, which involves a number of different skills, such as hurdling, for example. Now, if we apply this to the corporate world, a common thing that I am asked to work on with my clients is executive presence, right? People say, oh, he needs more executive presence, she needs more executive presence, but we generally don't know what we mean by that, and people really don't know how to work on it. The reason is because it's an attribute, and it's not a specific identifiable skill or competency to work on. So when somebody tells me they have to work on executive presence, we break it down into, well, what do we mean by that? What sort of competencies are we talking about? Communication is a common one. So we say, okay, we need to develop the competency of communication. And then we break that down into specific skills. What does that mean? Well, we might have to work on our verbal communication, right? Our speaking skills. It might be public speaking skills that we need to specifically develop. It might be written skills. We might need to take a course or read a book on how to write better. So if we want to change, if we want to grow without doing a lot of wheel spinning, we want to identify as an attribute, a competency, or a skill.